Hi everyone, I hope you're doing great. And now I will start the tarot card reading for the month of November 2023. I can say it's a month of lot of changes. We already know that Rahu Ketu have transited to new signs, that is, Rahu has gone to Pisces and Ketu has gone to Virgo. So, a lot of transformation, but let's see what's there in the tarot cards for the 12 zodiac signs. And I will start with the first sign, that is Aries. Aries, your first card is Death card. And here this card indicates a lot of transformation because death, after all, talks about transformation. However, you have to be careful not to blow up a situation, as in, like, don't make small things very big. I mean, try not to overreact in certain situation. It's a very important time that you take care of your health, especially your back issues might crop up. So please be very careful about your health. It is also a time when you have to deal with lot of calmness, coolness, remaining patient, forgiving others, because there might be things which will happen which you will not like it, as in unavoidable things can happen. Some relationship might end and you will feel very anxious, very angry at people. So sometimes we have to stay calm. Moving on to the next card, and I have the Ace of Pentacles. It's a beautiful card for you, my dear Aries. This card indicates that this month some doors will open for you, as in you waited for a long time for something to start, something to open up, some opportunity to come up, and now the opportunity will come up. You will start fresh. So this month, it's very important that you take care of your body, your health, your mind, and you heal yourself. It's a time for healing yourself. Maybe certain things will not happen. Certain things which you thought that exactly that should happen, that will not happen, but something else will happen. So you have to release, let go of the old energies, and you have to start with some fresh new energy. And this is also a time when you will rebuild your confidence. Moving on to the next card, and I have the King of Cups. This card indicates that this is the month of travel, especially foreign travel. It's very much in the cards that many of you will go for foreign travel. Some of you will go permanently there. You'll permanently settle in a foreign land, or some of you will go for just some sort of short trip or traveling, or maybe for education, or maybe to meet someone. So something like that will happen. At the same time, you will also meet a lot of foreigners. I mean, someone who is not of your caste, culture, creed, or something like that, of your language, somebody distant. It can be another state, like let's say you are in Odisha and you are going to Maharashtra, or you're going to, let's say, Delhi or Bangalore or somewhere else, Pune. So when you're going to another place, you meet people who are completely different. So they're also kind of foreigners in that language I'm saying. So you will meet a lot of new people who are completely different, and you will kind of soak in their energies. At the same time, I also see you are in a mood for not fighting anymore. You're tired of fighting. You don't want to deal with conflicts. You don't want to do those household activities, those boring work, the daily routine, the drudgery, cleaning, paying bills, those kind of activities. You kind of, you will have a tendency of not wanting to do those things anymore. Come on, I can't do that thing and again. I just want to travel. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy. I want to swim in the ocean or something like that. So you are in that energy, but I will advise, try to maintain a balance in having fun, at the same time taking responsibilities. I also see that there's a tendency of you to spend a lot of money. I mean, extravagant lifestyle, or, maybe you will get a hike in a salary and you'll want to spend money. But you try to balance, as I said, balance between responsibilities and fun. Moving on to the next sign, and I have Taurus for you, and your first card is Two of Cups reversed. This card indicates that this month there can be some sort of relationship related issues and tiffs. Maybe you had not expected that. You will have some petty quarrels or fights with your loved ones. So you have to be very careful how you speak, what you say, what you mean, what you say, whether you are having a parallelism between them or it's completely, not matching. And uh, and also it can happen without you doing anything, as in you haven't done anything, but it's just they misunderstand you and they don't understand you, and they are just stretching things a lot, and for that reason somebody's not talking to you. It's not necessary to defend yourself, to prove yourself all the time, to tell them how much you care for them, how nice they are, and blah blah blah, all those stuff. You don't have to do it all the time. Sometimes you have to take a back seat, a back foot, and just stay calm and let it go. I mean, let them understand what you really are, or how you really care for them. It's actually a test for you. It's a testing time to understand that sometimes you should not just push yourself so hard to make others happy. But at the same time, I also see that you can have an increase in your network circle. Like you can have a growth of your friend circle, or those influential people or affluent people. Maybe it can be in your business, can be your career sector, can be in any sector. There's a growth of network circle, and at the same time, I also see that you can take a backseat from love. I mean, like you're not interested anymore in love relationship, romantic relationship. I also see breakup can happen with someone who's close to you. Maybe it was kind of a long due kind of thing. It was there. I mean, it was supposed to happen since a long time, and you waited long enough, and now you're doing the breakup, and now you're just going for partying, that stuff we call breakup party kind of stuff, where the breakup is there, and you didn't spend time with your friends and all other people. They were all angry on you, and you were just saying, okay, come on, now I'm here, I'm going to party a lot, and I'm going to have a lot of fun with you guys. So yeah, that kind of thing. Moving on to the next card, and I have the Nine of Cups. This card is a card which talks about a wish coming true, a long wish, a long-term wish which you wanted since a long time comes true, and you're really, really happy. It can be getting your dream company, your job in a dream company. It can also be going to the place you always wanted to go, or it can be, let's say, buying a new car, or buying a new dress, or I don't know, it can be just coloring your hair, having the green hair color, or with red tint, or whatever, so yeah, something you wanted to do since a long time, you do it. And I also see a growth in your income. Some extra money will come from somewhere, or you'll find a way, or maybe you can get some promotion kind of stuff. Students have to be little bit careful, because they can get distracted from their education thing. So they have to be, take care of their books, studies, and, especially if you're preparing for competitive examination, or you're seriously preparing for your PhD or studies, you can get a little distracted. So try to focus. Moving on to the next card, and I have Three of Pentacles. This card indicates that this month you can work with someone, like in a team, or like someone will help you in your work, in your career field. Like say you're working in the managerial level, so somebody, let's say your assistant manager or someone is gonna step up and say that, come on, I'm just gonna help you with these files. Or let's say your senior, like somebody you're not expected, will suddenly come forward to help you. Moving on to the next card, and I see the Fool card coming. And this card indicates that you are taking a leap of faith. You are taking a risk in your life. You want to do something which you never thought you will do. So you're doing something fresh and new. It's risky, but you are actually thinking of, like your thought is to have security in life, long-term security. But to get security, you have to take risk. You have to do something new. Otherwise, you are stuck in the rut. At the same time, I also see that some of you will do something which you enjoy doing. Can be related to work, can be related to studies, education, books, an activity, can be swimming, can be eating a particular kind of food. Let's say you used to love eating, let's say, pineapples, like you loved eating pineapples, but you didn't eat it since a long time. Suddenly you'll decide, let's eat pineapples again, and then you will do an online search or something and you'll figure it out and you'll eat it. Or let's say you do coding, you love coding, and you didn't do coding since a long time because of change of roles or something. You became a manager or you moved up in your field, and now you decide, oh, I used to do coding. Maybe you'll see some of your old files and you'll say, let's do it again. Then you'll just start at 9 p.m. at night and you will keep on coding till 12 or 1 or 2. I don't know. The coders are crazy, by the way. So you can do something which you used to do, you're not doing right now, but you'll go back in that, kind of flashback mode. So this is all for Taurus. Moving on to the next sign, and I have Gemini for you. Gemini, your first card is Five of Wands. This card indicates that this month you will be dealing with a lot of conflicts, disagreements, competition, and you will feel kind of nervous, some sort of anxiety in dealing with that. Obviously, when we deal with enemies, conflicts, we feel nervous. So you'll go through that phase. There can be issues with your mental health, mind will remain disturbed. But if you are mentally strong, if you are spiritually strong, if you are very good at dealing with conflicts and you are a master at it, some people are, then it will not be difficult for you. The most important thing is to remain detached. Try to remain detached from enemies, from unnecessary drama and conflict, and try to find peace within yourself. Don't be greedy, don't be desperate for something. If something is not happening, let it go. Stay at what you have got, and eventually things will be in place. So my dear Gemini, also see it's even if there is a lot of conflict and competition, however, you will not quit at all. I see a lot of confidence and courage coming for you, especially as the month progresses. You will find inner strength and you will not quit. And many of you will be very, very successful in whatever you're doing despite the conflicts. So basically, I see sort of transformation from being a weak, nervous, anxious person to a bold, strong, confident human being. Kind of rising like the phoenix. Another conflicting area I see is that you might be affected by what people think about you, what people say about you. That thing will bother you this month a lot. And I'll advise you, don't do that. Try to not think about what others think. And rather, you should be more concerned about what you think, what you want, what is the best for you. You have to learn to shut down people this month. Moving on to the next card, and I have the 10 of Pentacles for you. And this card indicates that this month, your career is going to boom like anything. Your focus will be a lot in your career. Like you will get some sort of fame and recognition for your work. You can be a student, you can be a business person, you can be somebody who's doing a job or wherever you are. So you will do a lot of work. You will work really hard to make it. At the same time, you will be very energetic about your work sector and whatever you're doing. I also see that there's a chance that you can get a little bit workaholic because you will be very busy in doing your work. And there's a chance that you can bring your work to your home. So what will happen is that you will have some trouble in balancing your work life, your professional life, and your personal life. So you have to do the balance this month. When you're doing, you will feel like there is this constant tug of war between both. Like when you're doing too much work, you are unable to give time to your family, your home, your happiness. And when you are giving time to these things, then you are going away from your work sector. So you kind of need a healthy balance. Like when you are switching on your work, then your family thing should be switched off. And when you're switching on your family thing, the career thing should be switched off. So try to do one thing at one time, not two. Sometimes you have to sacrifice one thing for the other, and you should know how to make it up later on. So anyways, I also see that you can have a little bit of fight in your house, argument. You can have fights with your mother, some sort of disagreement on certain things, and many of you will actually want to go out, as in you will want to remain outside the home all the time so that you can see the outside world. I also see that many of you will work in sectors like yoga, meditation, or healing, doctors, and let's say some work in the foreign land. Many of you will become teachers, professors, and you will like to give some sort of service to the world. Many of you will get jobs in the NGO sector, like in the charity sector, and you will also want to do charity this month. And people who are working in NGOs or who have organizations of their own, they will also succeed a lot this month. You can face a little bit of criticism from your mother. Your mother will be very critical of you, and you can also be critical of her. This is one thing which you have to stop doing this month. Try to let go of things. Try not to overthink. You can overthink a lot this month. You will have a tendency to overthink, especially about things related to the home. And try to not run away. Try not to run away from family, home affairs to your work. Your work will be like your rescue or your escape point this month. But what happens is that when we escape for a moment, it's fun, you feel happy, but then the problem persists and it comes back again like a monster. So try to resolve it. Try not to, run away from situations. Gemini, many of you who are in the creative sector, writing sector, you will do very well this month, and all kind of artists, whether painters or whether you are into architecture, interior designing, fashion industry, beauty industry, acting, modeling, dancing, you all will do really well this month. You will feel very inspired to be an artist, and especially writers also. They will love writing. They will do really well in writing. If you have a writing project you can do, this is the best time to start it. And otherwise, if you are not into these things which I've mentioned, then you will feel inspired to do that as a hobby. It's a very good time to start a hobby like related to the arts or dance, something like that. It will relax you a lot. I also see some sort of fame coming to you, like if you are a YouTuber or influencer, or you are into social media, you have a channel, then you can get quite successful this month. You will get a lot of fame this month. And many of you will get followers, fan following from foreign lands or from outside. So now Cancer, how will be your month of November 2023? I will pick the first card, and the first card is the Hierophant card. This card indicates that this month is all about higher education. Yes, higher education will be very much in the agenda for you, and many of you will take up courses, higher studies, and some of you will go abroad, or some of you will go to another place, another area completely different from the area you live, in search of education, and you will join a new place. And otherwise, you will be in a quest for knowledge, and all kind of knowledge, higher philosophies. You will read books related to that, you will watch videos, you will read articles about that. I also see that many of you will be interested in spiritual knowledge, a lot of spiritual knowledge, and you can follow a particular guru. And I also see it's a great opportunity to get a guru, like, somebody, a teacher or a mentor, but be very, very careful, because there's a high chance that guru, the teacher, the mentor you get right now can be fake. So please be very careful. Don't trust anyone so easily. Just remember that you are the best teacher for yourself. It's best you learn from yourself. And if you are choosing a teacher, be very, very, very careful. Do a research about that person, and try to find out what has happened I mean, what is his reputation and what he does, or try to even question what he's saying. And then you will know whether the person is a true guru, true mentor, or is fake. And otherwise, I also see there's a lot of focus on yourself. You will focus on yourself and your love life. You're trying to figure out your love life. I will tell about it in details after some time. But I also see that you can have a loss of friend circle, loss of friend circle, loss of sibling, your brothers and sister can leave you. I also see a loss, or you can, maybe because you're traveling, so they will be away from you, a distance will come. Loss of relatives, as in maybe the relatives who are so pesky, so irritating that you will decide not to talk to them anymore. Or, you will lose a lot of people in your life, but whatever is happening for your best. And I also see relocation in the card, like you will be shifting your house to some other place, or shifting your place home, due to higher education, or they can also be the people who are working. For them, I can say that for them it's like they can go to a senior position, they can be promoted higher place, or let's say they will shift from one company to another company and it will be a better role. So there will be a home relocation for you. At the same time, you will get to travel. Yeah. Moving on to the next card, and I have the 8 of Swords for you. This card indicates that you are like kind of stuck in your head. You are just thinking and thinking and thinking, repetitive thinking, and some person has betrayed you and you are just mulling over it and you don't know why it happened, how it happened, when it happened, I should have done something about it and stuff like that. Kind of this anger, revenge energy is there. And you have left the situation completely. You have left those people or left that particular person. But however, you can't stop thinking about it. There's a lot of lack of trust inside your head and you are kind of trapped in your mind, don't know what to do. So you are also fighting with someone, losing your temper. There's anger, verbal argument, all these things is happening this month. And yeah, so you have to get out of this negative energy. There's some negative energy this month. So you have to let it go. As I said, you have to let it go. You have to, move ahead in life. So moving on to the next card, and I have 10 of Cups, and this card indicates that, well, it's a beautiful card. Especially mid-November, things will change a lot. Complete happiness is coming for you. Things will be in your favor. You'll be very relaxed, which means you will get out of the negative energy. And also there are chances of romantic relationships coming for you in your path, and love will be in your favor. Some wish, which was a long-term wish, you will get that wish and you'll be very relaxed, you'll be very happy. Many of you can get married also this month, or there'll be marriage proposals. And if you are already married, committed, you're in a family, you'll get some happiness in your family life, in your home life a lot, especially after mid of November. So guys, that was all for Cancer. So next, Leo. Hi Leo, I hope you're doing great. And now I'll start your tarot card reading for the month of November 2023. So the first card for Leo is Judgment card. This card indicates that like recently you're going through a lot of anger. There's a lot of frustration inside you, which has happened because of some incident or something wrong happened with you. Something went wrong and you are not getting the closure. And you're having a lot of conversation in your head. Some of you also have conversation with the people who have hurt you in the past. And now you are kind of thinking what to do next. You are searching for a closure. And this month you will get your closure from all the disappointments, all the negative things, the breakup, the heartbreaks, the divorce, or something not working. So you will get the closure of all that this month. And you will clean your karma this month. Your karmic slate will be cleansed this month, my dear Leo. So this is kind of a fresh start for you, especially as we see Rahu and Ketu transiting to different signs, new signs, Rahu going to Pisces and Ketu going to Virgo. Every zodiac sign is going to experience a new rebirth, a new change in their life. Now we will move on to the next card, and the next card for Leo is the Fool card. This card indicates that you will be taking a chance, or you will take some risk, something adventurous you might do, like going on a trekking trip, uh, or going to a new place, meeting new people, something which you have never done before. You will do it this month. At the same time, some of you can start a new venture, can be a business project, or can be starting a kind of new education or course or something like that. At the same time, I also see you will be cleaning your home a lot of cleaning, decluttering in your house, in your home, lot of DIY in your home, trying to fix things and stuff, you know. This is a way by which you are kind of decluttering your mind. But as I was saying, that you will also, many of you will start your own business, your own project, or anything you wanted to do since a long time. And your plan is to get stability to life. And you will also ask a lot of deep philosophical questions about what is going on in your life. That's going to happen. And throughout the world also, we'll be seeing that this month, there's a lot of major collapse in economic sectors of companies. And the major economic sector throughout the world will go through a lot of collapse, a lot of losses. And there will be a revealing of financial losses of many, many companies which they had kept in secret for a long time. It will be revealed to the outside world. So maybe you will get to know that your company is in losses, or some secret you will know, and then you will think that if this is happening, then I don't know what's going to be my future. So better let me take care of my future on my own. Leo, my dear Leo, moving on to the next tarot card for you, it is the Hermit card. Well, Leo is now becoming a hermit. So I see you trying to live a hermit's life. Like, you will be secluded from the world, and you will try to learn, educate yourself. I'm not saying that taking like the conventional way of education is going to college and studying and all that. But learning, education, wisdom can be attained in many non-conventional, informal way also. We all know about that. We can read a book, we can watch a video on YouTube, we can just experience nature and learn. So that is the kind of learning which is going to happen to you. You'll be absorbing and soaking knowledge from all directions this month. And many of you will watch a lot of videos online, or read articles about anything. It can anything which is interesting to you, which you want to know, your quest, your deeper inner quest about life, about your problems, about the sectors you always wanted to know. You will do a lot of research this month. Many of you will be interested in deeper, darker secrets of life, in occult science, astrology, tarot card also. And many of you can also do a lot of self-learning. Like, let's say you are working in a particular sector, so you will just try to learn it yourself from online webinars or seminars or YouTube videos or articles. Self-learning will happen a lot. And you will explore your spiritual side at the same time. But I also see there's a probability of some sort of health issue happening to you. Please take care of your health. And at the same time, you will be kind of not wanting to be, Leos are like those people who are very popular, very charming, sometimes, being a little bit show off, or, just they express themselves a lot. They are very extroverted signs. But now you are not in that mood at all, because you want to connect with your deeper side. So I also see a little bit of loss of income this month. It is not happening because of your mistake or something, but it's like you have taken a back seat. Money is not that important for you anymore, because you want to explore something bigger, better, higher. So then you have given money a back seat. And your speech will be very blunt. You will say whatever you want to say to anyone, and you will not care. And it's not like you want to hurt them, but now you want to speak the truth, because you are pissed off of the narcissist, the toxic people, the negative people of the world, people who have hurt you. You're just thinking that if I would have hurt them, then they would have not got a chance to hurt me, something like that. Or you just want to be very blunt about what you feel. You don't want to compromise anymore. You'll be very sarcastic this month. Your speech will be sarcastic. And also you'll be a little bit aloof. And regarding food also, you will give up many kind of food which you used to eat earlier. You will not eat for pleasure anymore, like we eat all those fast food and all that. The purpose is pleasure. And now you'll say that I want to care about my health, so I will eat cooked food and homemade food, or I will check the nutrients, the calories, the proteins and the vitamins, and then I'll eat something. You will become very austere and very strict with your diet regime. Moving on to the last card, and I have the Page of Swords for you, and this card indicates that this month you'll be very reluctant in doing things which is coming to you out of nowhere, like it's coming from someone else. If it's coming from within you, you can do it, but you will not do something which somebody is offering you. Like, you will not trust people much. You will be very, very thoughtful, like, why is this person giving me this offer? Whatever is coming to you, you'll question it a lot. And it's a very good attitude, actually, my dear Leo, that not trusting people up front, questioning their intentions, because people have ulterior motives. So I can say that you will be very much like a detective, and you will question a lot, and this is in a very healthy attitude, of course. Moving on to the next card, and I have the Magician card, and this card indicates that the universe is in your side, and something automatically will happen. You're not expected, and it will suddenly happen. And the magic will happen. All the confusion which was in your head will completely end, and you will get a lot of clarity this month. And as I told you earlier, that you will be doing a lot of research. Many of you will become research scientists, or will take up research roles, professors, or do your PhD or something like that. Studying, trying to know about the world. And suddenly the magic will happen. So that was all for Leo. I'll move on to the next sign, that is Virgo. So my dear Virgo, how will be the month of November 2023? Let's do the tarot card reading. And your first card is the Lover's card. Wow, it means that love is in the air, romance is in the air. Well, this is a great time for love, romance, marriage, relationship. It's a beautiful time. Maybe you went through a long phase of nothing happening. You're waiting for marriage to happen. Marriage is not happening since a long time. And this is the time when you will find your soulmate, your partner, someone who is really worthy. And some of you can get many partners, many relationships, many offers at the same time. I mean, let's say you're looking for marriage through matrimonial websites or sites, or through your friends, family and relatives. Suddenly you will get many offers for marriage, and you will have to select from it. But I will ask you to have a little bit of caution. Be a little bit cautious in deciding whom to marry, because there's a chance you can meet someone who is a little bit of a trickster. There's also a trickster energy, or an energy of somebody who's a fraud or an illusion. Like, the person will pretend to be Prince Charming, but actually he can be a complete imposter, a fraud whom you have no idea about. So you have to be really careful, and you should take your time to decide whether you should marry or not. But otherwise, there's also chance that you can find a great partner. There's a 50-50 energy, I will say, so be very careful in choosing them. But otherwise, you will be meeting a lot of people, potential partners, relationship, love affairs. All these things are going to happen right now. If you are already married, then your relationship will really go well right now. Many of you will take a trip, like a couple trip somewhere. Can be a foreign land, or can be a place which has water bodies nearby. Yes, like port cities, or cities with let's say water. Like in India, we have Mumbai, we have Visakhapatnam, we have Goa, or those places where we have the sea. Especially, you can go to this place. In Odisha, we have Puri, so you can take a trip to that place with your husband or your wife. So that thing is coming. Many of you will go for spiritual retreat, like going for let's say to a temple or a religious place or a spiritual place like the Buddhist area or something like that. You can take a couple trip to a spiritual place right now. Moving on to the next card, and I have the Hermit card. Well, this is the time when you will go for isolation. Right now there's an isolation energy, especially with a lot of planet transit also happening. You must be knowing that if you are into astro also, you must be knowing that right now Rahu and Ketu are transiting to brand new places. They have just shifting from one sign to the next sign. Rahu is already entered into Pisces and Ketu has gone to Virgo. So that's your sign. I mean, it's a major time period for you. It's like they're returning, Rahu Ketu are returning to the places, the original places after 18 years. So I'm also getting the Hermit card, and Hermit card is your card, my dear Virgo. It represents your energy of isolation. So I see a lot of isolation period for you right now. Many of you can do a job which requires isolation, like you will be isolated at one place. Maybe you are doing work from home, so you are not connected to your colleagues, to your boss, your employees, or anyone. You're just working alone, so you will feel that loneliness, that solitude within yourself. Some of you can be unemployed, for that reason also you will feel that isolation energy. And some of you are, let's say, some of you are trying to set up a business or something, and you are an entrepreneur, you're feeling isolated. Or this can happen that, let's say, your partner went somewhere, traveled somewhere. Can be let's say your partner went for a transfer of job and you are feeling isolated, or you're away from your family. Let's say you are a student or a child or a youngster or a teenager. Suddenly you had to travel somewhere, like for school or college or for education. You went somewhere and you're feeling heavily isolated. Some of you are in foreign lands and then you're feeling isolated because suddenly the love, the warmth of your home, your family, your country, homemade food is not there, and you have this deep isolation energy. But trust me, my dear Virgos, it's not a time to feel depressed or sad. It's a time to rejoice, to soak in solitude, because solitude is divine. I mean, solitude is what allows you to connect with yourself. Now is the time when you can have a deeper connect with yourself. Try to go deep within yourself, try to do meditation, try to find out the questions which connect with you. Like, you can ask yourself, what do I like, what do I want from life, who am I, what should I do, how should I spend my time, how can I take care of my health more, how can I heal myself? If you have a long-term disease which has been going on since a long time, how can I heal myself from that disease? How can I keep my room clean? How can I smile more? How can I love myself more? It's a time of self-love. If you take this isolation energy in a very positive manner, you will glow like anything, my dear Virgos. So try to do a lot of self-care right now. Try to be disciplined. Try to eat in time, sleep in time, have a good lifestyle. If you're working, reach your job at the right time, leave at the right time, sleep at the right time. So all these basic things, try to focus on that. If you have any dreams, goals, ambitions, try to nurture your dreams, goals by doing something for it every day. Like, the way you take care of your plant, like that. If you want to be, let's say you want to be an IS officer, that's your goal. So every day you have to read one book or two book or three books for 5 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours. How much time you have decided you have to read for it? Let's say your goal is to build muscles. So every day you have to go to the gym and you have to do some workout every day. That much discipline, dedication you need to have. Otherwise, the muscles will never come out. So that is how life works. And isolation is the best time to be more disciplined, to have more self-love. Moving on to the next card, and I have the King of Swords, and this card indicates that this is a great time to do business. A lot of business opportunity for you. You will get money from foreign land to do business, and some of you will do export-import business, things which are related to the foreign land. You can travel related to business, and some of you will start your own venture, your own business opportunities, entrepreneurial project. You will really rejoice in doing that. You might feel there's a lot of struggle, but you'll be willing to do that. I also see many of you traveling to foreign lands for education, for a trip, or just to meet someone, something like that. And there's also A time for career change is happening, like a brand new opportunity, a brand new career is going to be there. Also, a rise in income level is also, I see some financial support you will be getting this month, my dear Virgos. This is also a time when you will think of eating something. I mean, you will think of food. You will have this, you will become a foodie. You will want to eat a lot of things. I mean, as I am saying, like certain food you enjoyed when you were young or you were a teenager or in the past, you will think of eating that again. Like, let's say there was a particular kind of fast food, like there was this golgappa, or there was this particular dish, which you loved. Maybe you went to college eating golgappa with your friends and you have that memory, and suddenly you will feel like, I want to do that again. I want to eat golgappa again. Get it anywhere, anyhow I have to get it. Otherwise, I'll cook it, make it of my own, but I want to eat it, and you will eat it. You'll have that past longing of food this month. I also see that there was something which you wanted to do since a long time and you were unable to decide whether I should do it or not. You will do it this month. And there is also a lot of spiritual growth happening for you, my dear Virgo. So that was all for Virgos. So, my dear beautiful Librans, I hope you're doing great. And now we'll start your tarot card reading for the month of November 2023. And your first card is Queen of Swords. This is a beautiful card for you. It's your sign and it completely represents you, my dear Librans. You are in the fighting mode this month. I mean, you are very, very powerful this month, especially in dealing with enemies. So you will deal with enemies in a very ruthless manner. You will destroy your enemies like anything. And you will be very sharp, very critical, and in very cool but passive aggressive mode, where you just, you've decided what you're going to do, and nobody can just shake you, nobody can move you, nobody can influence you, impress you. Librans are known to be people pleaser, but you don't want to be a people pleaser anymore, because you have got the sword and you're going to cut people off. You are going to chop them off if they lie to you, if they demean you, disrespect you. You will be merciless in dealing with them. So it's a great energy for you. You will tackle your enemies really well. You will tackle competition, conflict, enemies very, very nicely in a very smart way. And if any of you are having a loan for yourself, like say house loan or a vehicle loan or anything like that, you are in debt, then you will repay a lot of your loan this month very nicely. You will get the money for that and you will do it. And if any one of you are dealing with disease, a long-term disease, you will also meet the right doctor and you will heal yourself. It's a very great time for healing. There's a lot of healing energy. Some of you can even go to the hospital, but even if you are going to hospital, it's for your best and you will be healed of your diseases. Moving on to the next card, and I have the Temperance card. This indicates that it's a great energy for spirituality for you for this month, and you'll be very balanced right now, balanced energy, and you will have a quest for spiritual energy. You will explore a lot. You can travel for spiritual reasons. You will explore deep within yourself. You will actually enjoy your solitude a lot this month. So it's a very, very beautiful energy for you. I also see there's a lot of personality change in you, within you yourself, my dear Librans. You will go through a lot of transformation. You will be very powerful. Many of you will take leadership role in your office, school, college, home, education, wherever you are. You will take up leadership roles. At the same time, I also see there can be some sort of loss in your life. Something will be suddenly away from you, like you will have to let go of many things. You will lose a lot of things this month. There can be also kind of decluttering in your house, like you'll clean your house, clean your room, clean your office, your cubicle, wherever you work, or let's say you are living in a hostel, or you are studying somewhere and you're living in a hostel, or you're living in rent in a PG with people in an accommodation. So you will clean up your place. You will declutter your energy this month. It's a very beautiful energy for that, so that you can go through that necessary transformation. Everything which is negative in your life will be cut away this month. I also see the prospects of money growth this month. You will have some financial growth. Money will be an important factor for you, and you will try your best to increase your financial growth this month. Moving on to the next card, and I have another beautiful energy. It is the Queen of Cups. This card indicates that this month you will have some connection with water energy, like you can travel to a water place, like a riverside, a pond, a lake, or can be ocean or sea. You can take a trip somewhere to something like that. You can go for water sports this month. It will rejuvenate you like anything. You can do things like surfing, scuba diving, playing with water, or boating, boat ride. All these things will be coming for you. It's a beautiful energy. And some of you who are into sports, you can go for water sports. Those who are in water sports will do really well. And other kind of sports also, you will really succeed. Those of you who are doing competitive examinations also, it's a very good time to beat people. You will succeed in the competitive examinations this month also. Moving on to the next card, and I have the Two of Swords. This card indicates that Libras, this month, actually not just this month, but before this month also, you were going through a lot of pressure was there inside your head, and you kind of dealt with the pressure very nicely, very smartly, with a lot of wisdom. But right now, you have this energy of beating yourself up, like some sort of self-sabotage energy, or the kind of energy where you thought that you will do something. You decided that you will do something. You said, I will do it, I will do it, I will do it. But the last moment you didn't do it. The last moment you decide, like suddenly you didn't do it. Maybe it was fear. Maybe it was, thinking about what will happen if I do like this way or something like that. And you're not taking that leap, that particular thing which needs to be done. You're not doing it due to some hesitation or fear or lack of clarity or something like that. And the last card is the Tower card. So this card indicates that, as I was talking about, there is some resistance to your change inside you. You are not taking that step which will completely destroy the foundation in which you are. So that's why the Tower card will destroy that foundation. And you are not accepting it, that something is wrong, and it's wrong since a long time. You're not accepting that you're all screwed up, or there's a big conflict inside you. You're not taking that step out of fear. So you have to let go of it. Otherwise, as the Tower card has come out, so things are going to crash down brutally one day. Just try to, gain some courage, gain some confidence, whatever it is. It can be anything. It can be telling the truth to someone in a relationship. It can be telling the truth to yourself, accepting the truth, not being in denial anymore. It can be breaking up from someone, divorce. It can be ending a bad job. It can be ending, staying at a place for a long time, which is, let's say, a toxic relationship or something like that. Something which you're fearing deeply, you have to let it go. So that was all for Librans. I'll move on to the next sign, that is Scorpio. So my dear Scorpion, your first card is the Two of Cups. This card indicates that romance is in the air, or love is in the air. So in this time, there's a high chance that you will meet your potential partner, your soulmate, or a love relationship, or someone who will make you really, really happy. Actually, Scorpions, you have been into hiding since a long time. You're not socializing, not talking to anyone. You've been an outcast, very busy in your work, very focused in yourself. But somewhere, I know that deep down, you are romantic at heart. I mean, you are like that old school romantics, because Scorpions as such, they don't meet and talk to everyone. They don't socialize with everyone. They have very few selected friends. They have very few friends who are really loyal to them. They don't like to have a lot of friends who are useless whenever it's needed. They eliminate the wrong people slowly. Otherwise, in the recent past, since you were hurt a lot, people betrayed you or something like that happened. Maybe you went through a divorce or a breakup or cheating or something like that. Some bad things happened for which you kind of lost faith in people. Maybe your partner, your ex partner had betrayed you, so you were not into dating since a long time, or meeting someone, since a long time. But now you will open up your heart, you will find someone who will really make you happy, you will have a good conversation with them. So yeah, I see a potential love relationship happening. Love is in the air. But I will give you a word of caution here, that please be a little bit careful. Be very careful that that person whom you're meeting can be an illusion, can be fake also. They can be a cheater also. I see an energy of illusion also there. They can pretend to be someone and they are someone else. However, I know that you're very wise now, you have gone through a lot, and you will detect it, because scorpions are the lie detectors of the zodiac signs. So you will figure it out who is lying and who is not. So please do not accept the person immediately. Take your time, judge them, and slowly accept them. And if you don't like them, you can dump them as you always do. But you will be meeting people, you will be meeting partners. At the same time, I also see that you will be cut off from your friend circle. You are not into friendship for the time being. You are not in social media. Many of you have already deleted their social media accounts actually. And you are not into socializing. You don't want to meet much too many people. I also see they can be a little bit of tiff with your elder sibling, your elder brother or your sister. There can be a little bit of fight or argument or something. Or maybe you're not talking to them since a long time. And I also see the partner you meet this month, the love relationship you meet this month, can be from a very different background, can be of different culture, age gap from you, uh, different occupation, different country, different language, literature, I don't know, something completely different from you. You will be attracted to the different energy, that there is attraction when there is a lot of difference between two people. So exactly like that is there. At the same time, I also see that your focus will be a lot in education. Yes, you'll be very focused in education and you will study a lot. Many of you will travel for education. You can go to, let's say, a foreign land or a place near the ocean, something like that. Moving on to the next card, and I have the King of Wands. This card indicates that there's a lot of fire energy this month. That is, you'll be really, really angry. There's you will feel furious, or there's a rage, there's an anger, you're bursting out. I mean, scorpions are the kind of, very, their ruler is Mars, and they have this inner fire within them, and you will feel very furious, especially in the first half of November. But universe is asking you to remain calm and to relax, not to be so furious. Maybe you're angry about the system, or angry about your office culture, or your school, your college, or your people who are your authorities, and you're fed up of them, and you are fed up of the whole system, how it's working, and you want to break out of everything. You just want to do it. You want to do something, and you have been stifled, and you're not being allowed to do it since a long time, and you're so pissed off. I mean, why? I'm so talented, I'm doing so much, I'm working really hard every day, but it's not happening. Why? So I'll just say, my dear scorpions, please calm down. Don't worry. Everything will happen, will come to you. Things which are supposed to come to you will come to you. They will not pass away. If you have missed an opportunity, that's okay. It was never meant to happen. So whatever is supposed to happen will come to you. So relax. Universe is preparing something for you. So you just keep on doing your work. Keep on moving ahead in life. That what you really deserve, that thing will come to you. So I'll move on to the next card, and I have for you Two of Pentacles, which means that this month you will think a lot about your finances. You will work on increasing your income level, and some of you will get new ideas, new ways, job opportunities to improve your finances. Moving on to the next card, and I have the Chariot card, and this card indicates that this month there is a high chance of traveling somewhere, And as I already told you, that you can travel for education at the same time, some of you can travel for some other purposes, other reasons, and you will definitely meet people, a lot of different kind of people, and maybe during the traveling period you can find someone you love. But at the same time, I also see some sort of bitterness in your heart, which you will carry inside you, even while traveling. Moving on to the final card, and I have the moon card for you, and this card indicates that there is some sort of secrecy surrounding you. Something has been hidden from you, and maybe initially you will not get to know that, but eventually you will know the secrets. The secrets will come out this month, and there are also a lot of enemies around you, so you have to be very, very careful to whom you reveal your secrets. And I will suggest you, my dear Scorpions, do not reveal your secrets to anyone. So that was all for Scorpions. We'll move on to the next sign, and the next sign is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, your first card is Two of Pentacles, and this card indicates that this month your main theme will be, the theme of this month will be to balance between work life and your personal life. Yes, you will face a lot of trouble in balancing your work life and your personal life. What I see in the cards is that there will be more pressure for you to do work for your home life. There will be a lot of work inside your home, your family, dealing with family issues, home issues, like fixing something, repairing something, all that. You will be renovating your house. You'll be doing a lot of small tiny things which can be sometimes be very, very painful or boring, irritating, but you have to do it because you are living in the house. At the same time, in your work field, in your career sector, also I see some sort of detachment coming there, like maybe you are kind of irritated in your office, your work field, or you are pissed off in your office, and you're just doing it because you have to do it, but you are kind of bored there. You can have a fight with your boss, your seniors, and all, and there's so much of issue, like so much of discontentment or something like that in your office life, that you want to just stay in your home. I also see many of you will be working from home this month. And since you're working from home, so when you are in your home, a lot of disturbances will happen when you're working with your laptop or something like that. Situation is there this month. You also have to deal with your mother this month. Your mother can be interfering or can be overbearing for you, and you have to tackle that issue this month. Some of you can get an exceptional, shocking reward in your career sector, like you had not imagined, and something is handed over to you out of nowhere. Like suddenly you get promoted, suddenly you get a new role, or suddenly your boss is congratulating you. Some achievement in your work field will happen out of nowhere. I also see a kind of increase in your network circle this month. Maybe you will have new friends, new people in your life, and you will know new person. Somehow they will come into your life and they will contribute to you. You will be very busy and active in social media as well this month. Moving on to the next card, and I see the Two of Wands. Well, it's a beautiful card, and this card indicates that you are really looking into the future. Like you are very hopeful about the future. You are planning something. You are imagining something. You have a vision for something, and you are really moving towards the future. You're moving ahead in life. Like you are done with the past. You are done with the negative things happening, or something which didn't happen or something like that. Now you're moving ahead in life. Moving on to the next card, and I have the Justice card for you, and this card indicates that this month you can have to deal with some sort of legal issue, or let's say like some document work, or where there's some legal entanglement, dispute. It can be related to anything. It can be a property dispute, it can be related to your loan or financial or something like that, or something which you have been dealing with since a long time. It can be a divorce case or something like that. And what I see is that everything is going to work in your favor. It is going to be very good, and you will feel that all that weight which was on your shoulder will be lifted off, and you will feel very, very relaxed. And in case you don't have any legal cases or something like that, you can be very, very busy with work, like lot of administrative work, files, calling people, mailing them, or talking to them over the phone, fixing appointments, and asking someone to come here and there, being very very busy in the mundane administrative work. So it'll be very very hectic and workaholic this month. Moving on to the last card, and I have the Tower card for you. This card indicates that this month you'll realize that you have been leading a very, very boring life, routine life, same thing, same old thing happening again and again and again and again and again. Like you are in a loop, you are stuck there, you are unable to change your destiny, your karma, and everything is just happening over and over, and you are so sick and tired of it that you really want to break the rut. And this month you will get an opportunity, or you will get the courage to really break the mold, break the whole format of life you are leading, and you will make a step to change everything and start something fresh again. So that was all for Sagittarius, and I'll move on to the next sign, that is Capricorn. So my dear Capricorn, your first card is the Page of Swords, and this card indicates that this month I see some sort of news coming to you, some sort of focus. You will have a lot of focus on communication, traveling, short distance travel. Some of you can learn how to drive a car. Some of you will apply for a visa. Some of you will, be going to the market to buy something, or go for shopping. Lot of shopping this month. Many of you will advertise yourself a lot. Promotion, I see a lot of promotion, and many of you I see will work in advertising, promotion field, or communication related thing like PR, that sort of work. If you are already working in such fields like marketing manager, promotion and all that manager work, or these sector, then you will really do well this month. If your visa was not happening since a long time, there's a high chance that you will get some benefit, some relief in your visa work or driving license, those sort of documents. At the same time, I also see that you will be gaining a lot of knowledge this month. You will focus a lot on your skill. You will develop your skill a lot this month. I also see that you will be learning a lot. You will watch a lot of videos, or you will read a lot of books, and you will improve some sector of yours, like you can get to a certification or a course or an online course, or you will self-educate yourself. So you'll make a lot of efforts this month for whatever you want to achieve. Lot of self-efforts happening this month. Many of you can have a little bit of fight with your father, or elders, seniors, mentors, father figures. You can have fights with them, and you have to be very careful. You have to be very diplomatic when you're talking to them, because no matter what, if somebody is senior to you, if you have a fight with them, things can go wrong. So please be very, very careful about what you tell them. And if you are going through higher education, like let's say you are in some semester, you can feel like not studying anymore. You can feel like, I don't want to complete my education. There can be some negative thoughts regarding your education. So please be very, very careful. Don't give up. Complete it. Whatever you have started, try to complete it. Don't leave anything in the middle. And some of you who are already in the spiritual path, they will enhance that spirituality a lot this month. You might read some scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, or Upanishads, Vedas, these books. You can decide to read Sanskrit. I see all that thing happening, which is really beautiful. If you read that, you will get a lot of knowledge and wisdom this month. Moving on to the next card, and I have the Sun card for you, and this card indicates that you are quite charged up this month. You're quite active this month, because in the recent past, you went through a lot, and you went through a lot of karmic issues, as in you had to deal with karmic people from your past life, or people who gave you a lot of pain and trouble and everything, and you have kind of cleansed your karma. You have cleansed your karmic slate, I can say. So you're quite free. You're feeling like as if there is no burden on you, like you're very light right now, and you're very charged up to do things. Moving on to the last card, and I have the Hangman for you, and this card indicates that some of you are really waiting since a long time for something to happen, or to launch something. Like let's say you have an idea and you want to do it, but you are postponing it since a long time, and you're just waiting for the right time to come. And at the same time, it can also be like a business venture, a product. It can also be wanting to do a particular thing, like wanting to do start an education, or wanting to join somewhere, or starting a new hobby, or a new something, something you really wanted to do. A novel, it can also be reading a novel, or it can also be meeting someone, or you have something which is important to you. You have like postponed it since a long time, and now you are in the waiting period. You're also asking other philosophical questions. So, due to this philosophical question, and also Hangman has a very spiritual energy. So, you are asking deeper questions about life, like what exactly life is and what exactly I should do. Am I in the right path? And you're gaining a lot of wisdom right now. I can see some of you are listening to podcasts or YouTube videos or reading books, or you're trying to understand the cosmic forces, the universe, and how universe works, how the law of attraction works, or why some people get what they want, some people don't. And you're thinking and you're asking these questions, so you're gaining a lot of wisdom about life, especially about the deeper secrets of life. And Capricorns, I know that you're usually very busy in work, in your career, and in your education or family. You're very, very practical, earthly, but at the same time, I see a new side of you coming. You're just going away from the materialistic world to the spiritual world this month. So that was all for Capricorn, and next I will move on to the next sign, and I have Aquarius. My dear Aquarius, your first card is the Two of Pentacles. This card indicates that the focus will be a lot on money this month. Yes, you will want to increase your finances, your income, and I see a growth in income also. But some of you can struggle for money. I mean, like, let's say you will feel the lack of money this month, and it is actually, try to understand this. Universe has this mysterious way, and its universe is trying to make you realize the importance of money by making you feel the lack of it. And it's just trying to make you understand the economics of money, like how money works. Why do people really give you money? What is it? How does it work? And we all know it, that eventually you will understand is that whenever you help someone, or whenever you give someone a service, the person gives you money. And what is it inside you which you can give it to the world, by which people will give you money? That is how money works. What can you offer to the world? What can you offer to the society? Then people will give you money. So you will understand these things, and many of you are unemployed or are looking for a job, looking for money in their life. So don't be disheartened at this time. In this period, you will understand a lot of things regarding money and finances. I also see that there can be some sort of discord, or breaking of ties with your in-laws. And you can also feel like nobody is supporting me, especially in terms of money. Nobody is helping me. You can also decide that I don't want anyone's help. I will do it on my own. I have to make it on my own. And you will do it. Actually, my dear Aquarians, you will do it. You will take the first step this month. It's a very, very uh, interesting and promising time for you, because you are taking the first step. So don't be worried, disheartened, just keep moving. And those of you who are already established, it's a great time for great growth of finances. And I also see that many of you will want to eat exotic food, like avocado or something, which you have not tasted it since a long time, something exotic, something which has been imported from a foreign land or something. Or someone will gift you, let's say, foreign chocolates or something, foreign food. You will enjoy it. And you will be very, you'll also spend a lot of money. If you have money with you, you will spend a lot of money. And yeah, and I'll slide on to the next card, and I have the King of Swords. And this card indicates that you can be a little bit blunt this month. You can be very, very uh, sharp in what you say, like a knife. You will say cutting stuff, very truthful, very cutting. You know, you can hurt people with your speech. So be very careful about what you say. And at the same time, I also see that many of you can have a tendency to lie or abuse people or shout at them or be rude to people. You can feel rude, maybe because you're angry inside. The inherent rudeness can come up. So which is of course you're doing it for your defense, but sometimes people don't like it. So try to be polite whenever it's required, or try to be diplomatic. I will not say polite, because you are not in a mood for politeness right now, but you can be diplomatic at times, I'll move on to the next card, and I have the Hierophant card for you, which indicates that you can go for higher education, higher knowledge, wisdom, philosophy. Many of you can get married also this month, and you will have a good bonding with your bosses. There can be some tiff also, some argument also. But yeah, a lot of wisdom coming you, a lot of blessing from your ancestors, from your seniors, bosses. That blessing will be there, and many of you can travel also to kind of religious places or places of historical importance, something like that, and you will have a lot of fun with that. Moving on to the next card, and I have the Moon card for you, and this card indicates that many of you will keep something secret, like something you're doing secretly. You're not telling anyone because you just want to wait until it really materializes or it really becomes something solid. You don't want to tell anyone anything about that. And it can be like you're taking a secret class, or maybe you're having an affair and it's a secret affair, and you want to do it for some time, and unless until it's solid, it's something of real value, then only you have decided that you will tell it to the world, and you will continue doing that. Moving on to the next card, and I have the Death card, and this card indicates that there is some sort of ending of a contract. It can be something which was there since a long time and you felt that you don't need it anymore and you have to end it. You'll be ending that contract after a long period of time. It can be a job contract, it can be a business contract, it can be also a relationship which you have decided to end it after a long period of time. It can also be a magazine subscription, it can be internet subscription or something like that, and you were unable to decide whether to keep it or not, but now finally you will say that okay, the internet sucks, the internet is not really good, and I will move on to a new subscription or something, and I will not tolerate this anymore, and you will completely end it this month. And the next card is the Nine of Cups, and it's a beautiful, beautiful card, my dear Aquarians, and this card indicates that your wish will come true. That's beautiful. Something you always wanted, like it can be relationship or job or moving to a new city or going to a new place, something you deeply, deeply, deeply wanted it since a long time will finally come true. So that was all for my dear Aquarians, and I will move on to the last sign of the zodiac, that is Pisceans, who are really, really going through a lot of things now. Yes, because my dear Pisceans, you know it, Rahu is on you. Planet Rahu in astrology is sitting on your sign, and Ketu is sitting on Virgo, of course. So Virgo and Pisceans, they're going through a lot of changes right now. So my dear Pisceans, your first card is the World card. It's a beautiful card. It's the card itself indicates that it's a complete end of a big cycle, a big journey is over, and you are starting a completely new journey. A fresh new start, a fresh new cycle of your life is starting with fresh new energy. It is as if you are born again. You are feeling like that. And I see that right now, this month, in the November month, you will be focusing a lot on yourself. Your personality will change and you'll have a lot of focus on yourself. Pisceans are known to work for others selflessly, to give, to serve others, to sacrifice themselves for others and forget their own needs and requirements. But this month, it's all about you. You have done enough for others. Right now, you have to focus on yourself. You have to, this month, you will learn self-care, treating yourself better, creating boundaries in life, how to say no. These things are very, very important. And many of you will get famous this month. You will get recognition wherever you are, whether you are a student, whether you are in college, in an office, whether you are a housewife, whether, let's say, you are a freelancer, a business person, you can be in politics, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you will get recognition, fame, you know. And if you are a celebrity, like a big level or medium level, or like a YouTuber or a influencer, if you are in these things, you will get a lot of success this month. So I will advise you to make more efforts this month. But at the same time, I also see that since a journey has ended and a cycle is over, a cycle is complete now, so you have a lot of wisdom now, you know a lot of things. It's been a long, long time, as if you have learned a lot in that cycle. I mean, I'm talking about the 18 years of your life. Just imagine what has happened. Just go back to the time 18 years ago. What were you exactly doing at that time? You will recollect something. Maybe you started your education, or I don't know, something, you did something. You will be reconnected with that thing in a more mature way. Like, let's say you started somewhere in a company in the lowest level 18 years ago, and today, after 18 years, you are the CEO of that company. Just imagine. And I have read and I have seen myself people starting from the lowest level and really making it big with the hard work. So you have come a long way. I think you should pat your back. You should congratulate yourself, my dear Pisceans, for making it this far. You deserve that love. You deserve that appreciation, my dear Pisceans. But at the same time, I also see that you can disconnect from the outside world, from others, especially from your spouse. There is a tendency to go away from your partner, and many of you will can go for a transfer. You can be transferred to a different place, a different location, uh, maybe due to job or something, or anything. For any reason, you can be away from others, and you can go to a place of isolation also. But that isolation is going to work in your favor, because it is going to connect you with yourself a lot. I also see that you will work hard on your education this month, and you will get power this month. And be very careful of signing any contract or having partnership with anyone. In business partnership, there can be issues with your business partner. There can be a little bit of fights with your spouse, your husband or your wife also. There can be some sort of disconnection with them. So try to balance with self-love, self-care, and also maintaining healthy relationships with others. Moving on to the last card, and I have the Devil card with me, and this card indicates that, well, even if this is a great month for you, one word of caution from my side is that you can go through some sort of addiction, and maybe you went through that addiction since a couple of months or some in the recent past, and that can haunt you a lot. And However, you will find a way to break that addiction pattern. Addiction can be anything. It can be phone addiction. It can be addiction to gaming. It can be addiction to watching television. It can be addiction to watching a series or TV or films and something like that in an unhealthy manner. It can also be substance abuse, any kind of that. So you will find a way to break out from that. However, it's still lingering, so please be careful and try to manage that situation. I also see that someone from your past will return back in your life, and that person was not a very healthy person, can be a toxic person returning back in your life. And you have to remember all those things which happened in the past, why it happened, why you left that person. So if you remember and recollect those things, you will be able to make a firm decision not to bring them back again. And you know, what happens is when we have a history with someone, a relationship history, an emotional baggage, so we become emotionally vulnerable to that person. That person knows everything about us, our strengths, our weaknesses, and they know how to control us. And that person can try to control you again. But my dear Pisceans, this time you have to say no very, very firmly. And I know you will do it because you're very strong now. You will be able to do it. And otherwise, I see some people will be jealous of you, jealous of your success. So try not to trust everyone. Otherwise, I see that you will come out of your comfort zone. Many of you will travel this month, and many of you will be decluttering your home, cleaning work, relocation happening, new stuff, new breakthrough, lot of positive things happening this month. So that was all for my dear Pisceans, and I have spoken about all the 12 zodiac signs. I hope this is an amazing, amazing month for all of you. I'll be back again the next month with the tarot card reading of all the 12 zodiac signs. Till then, have a great, great month. Thank you so much for watching this video.